Where my girls at?
Taking the spicy note, keep it locked in.
Where my girls at?
Keep on watching while the beat keep knocking.
Where my girls at?
You love the flow, it's the ladies' show.
Where my girls at? Yeah. Where my girls?
All right, everybody, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. On today's show, we have a comedian. She goes by the name of Starlight. And we will be talking to her in a minute. In the meantime, let's get right to it. Gurus, Halle Berry has a perfect response to those who say she can't keep a man after 3 divorces. While appearing on February 24th's episode of the Drew Barrymore Show to promote her menopause platform, the actress 58 spoke about her relationships and said, "I found my guy later in life," referring to musician Van Hunt. "It's hard in these streets," Berry agreed. "I've heard people say something must be wrong with Halle Berry. She can't keep a man. Who's to say I want to keep a man? I don't want to keep the wrong man," she said. So gurus, why is it that term "can't keep a man," especially directed at women, and how many times should one get married until the realization kicks in that marriage is not in the cards?
Wait, hold on. What she just said remind me of a meme I sent to my bestie yesterday. I was like, "This is a mood," and it said, the girl said, "Oh, I thought you had a man," and the girl said, "No, man thought he had me." Okay. Who told y'all? It's like this whole thing that's going on social media with the men wanting to be the prize. Like, why? What is this? And how dare y'all? Think there's a
I
problem.
did a set on that. I did a set on that.
Did you? Oh, I know that was epic. It's like, why are y'all doing this?
The women is the women messing it up, and got them feeling like that. We have to blame the women. That the insecure women got them like that.
Like you said, why is it pinned on women, and why? What? And I'm pretty sure they don't say nothing to the men, because I'm pretty sure they were part of this.
Insecure women that don't know their worth, and they're taking care of a man instead of a man. Allowing the man to be the man. They're gonna look at you like, "Who are you?" I got mad chicks that's with it. You know what I'm saying? They taking care of me. It's women that's really taking care of men. Take care of your man. Yeah, take care of your man, I guess. But
Right.
But I feel that Halle Berry or whatever, I feel what she say. You know what I'm saying? You want to be with somebody you fit with. Period. And I feel like, you don't really know somebody until you live with them and you have to see them all the time. And then you start to feel like, yo, we don't really, we can't really do this because we're not really getting along. It could be anything. Maybe he snores. Maybe you don't like how he take care of his hygiene. You know what I'm saying? You got to be around that. And then even us as women, sometimes we need our alone time as women. We need that time to ourselves. And it could become overwhelming when you want to play the housewife and taking care of man, the house, and then working. It's a lot. And then keeping up with your parents at the same time.
Some people are lazy, man.
You get lazy in a relationship. I had to
Lazy lovers.
sit there and be like, yo, is this a relationship or slavery? Like,
she has a bad reputation, and it comes, that term like can't keep a man, that just comes from like the 50s and the 60s.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
But it don't even matter how good a woman look. It's not even about the looks at this point.
It never mattered, and that's what they'll say. Like, well, Halle Berry gets a divorce. It's like, look, she could be as beautiful as Halle Berry, still get cheated on. It's like, duh, we know that.
Exactly.
Right.
And only men say those comments. Like,
look at Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Lopez gets divorced. She don't give a damn.
Nah, I don't know about her.
That one she can't keep a man. No, I'm like,
That comment might work for
I
her.
don't know, but at the end of the day, I looked up the people who got the most expensive wedding rings and this and that. And
Yeah.
J-Lo is at the top of the list a couple of times. A couple of times. She gave me
Yeah.
that inspiration, like
I bet they got those rings though. I bet they still got those rings.
$6 million wedding rings, baby.
Wow.
Right. A couple of them. And Beyonce's is 5 million. I said, whoa.
I think that though, the reason why Holly Berry, and I'm just saying this for conversation so we could keep this going, but I think maybe one of the reasons why they say this, and correct me if I'm wrong, that they say this about Holly Berry, is because of the different kind of men she's been with. I mean, you know how like somebody dates, and when an individual dates, they have a particular type.
Yeah, sometimes she probably want to step out of that element, like try something new. So you probably seen her trying something new.
It also, I, I think it also has to do with like the proximity of.
Step out of that box.
Yeah.
But like, if you're like, for instance, like maybe if you grew up like in a white town, you might be more attracted to white people, right? Or if you grew up in a diverse town, you might be attracted to whatever. Or, I think with Halle Berry is like she started off, like wet behind the ears and just dating anybody to get like a recognition or whatever. And then as she started becoming more and more closely like working with people in that same proximity of like the stardom and all that stuff, she started dating, different types of men. Like, so I don't think she ever was like oh, because her mom's white, her father's black, that she liked black guys or she liked white guys. I think she just kind of like whatever liked her, and that was good to her.
Some people are
Yeah.
like that, man. They like whoever likes them.
But you have to realize also it's been told years ago that she got some type of mental illness too. So she might be the problem too. You know what I'm saying? Because mental illness is not a joke.
Yeah, but if you remember, she was married to Eric Benet, and then Eric Benet came out and said he had a sex addiction, and that's why, and that wasn't her, that was him,
Nope.
and that was why that wasn't working out. So, and then everything after that was like, oh, she's crazy. It's like, come on, like maybe women just don't like getting cheated on.
But relationships will make you crazy. Relationships will make you crazy. So it's nothing wrong with just taking the time. I'm telling you, for real, like the emotions will make you crazy. That's a mental thing, those emotions and people playing on your emotions and this and that. I just can't.
Yo, how y'all feel about a person in the relationship trying to make you jealous or trying to make you mad?
I hate that.
Trying to make you jelly.
I don't like that. I don't even like that feeling, that emotion. That's why right now I just stay to myself. I can't be in a relationship because I'm a people person. And I can't be a people person in a relationship. Okay?
I just feel like that's a dumb game for women and men to play, because like if the man does that to try to make the woman jealous, like the woman is gonna come out on top every night. Like, oh, you want to play this game? Oh, are we doing this?
Right. No,
like, okay.
But when the women do it, it's like, oh, she's a whore, she's a this, she's a whore, she's a this, she's a that.
Yeah, but men, they want to play that game then.
But it's disrespectful. It's very disrespectful to the woman.
Yeah.
The men can't handle that. So why you think we can handle that? We can't handle that. And it's women that really intentionally get off on making another woman feel some type of way because she can have her man. And it's always going to be somebody who's going to like what you like. Sadly. Like, why the f- you can't have your own taste, bitch? Why what I like, you gotta like too? Like, God damn.
Too much.
Yeah, some people like somebody because you like them. And because
I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm a like a midget. I'm a like a midget. You like him too?
yeah.
I like the ugliest man on earth and see if she'll like him too. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
On purpose. You heard?
Well, for some men, if they, if they're dating an attractive woman, all of a sudden, some people feel like, or some people say that the man's stock go up, or same thing with a woman. Like,
Yeah, I've heard that.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like if you mess with a Quasimodo, you know, I don't know if you ever saw Hunchback of Notre Dame. Mess with somebody ugly,
I'm
you think
crying.
nobody's gonna want him, and next thing you know, everybody wants him. Why? Because they want to know why you want his ugly
Yeah, yeah.
I
like,
can't.
what is going on? I gotta figure out what's going on over there because I don't see why she would, you know, willingly mess with somebody that look like that, or why would he
I'm
mess with
crying.
her?
If you in a relationship with some dude that's just straight up miserable every day, the dude is just, he complains all the time. Dude that, always jealous of what somebody else got. You come into the crib with something. Why'd you buy that? Hating on what you bought.
Okay.
Right,
The
right.
You go out, he calling you
Got
20,
it.
30 times.
Hating on what you bought with your own money.
You feel me? Like,
This is what happens, man. And it's like, yo,
Yeah.
you know? Gene Hackman's death ruled as suspicious after being found mummified. For those who don't know who Gene Hackman was, he was one of Hollywood's greatest supporting actors of all time. And since the headline has the word mummified, we had to do some digging. Mummification occurs when a dead tissue turns into a hard, shrunken mass, often from dehydration. When an individual dies, the body starts naturally decomposing almost immediately. Speculation that it could have been carbon monoxide poisoning. However, the local gas provider, the New Mexico Gas Company, was involved in the investigation along with the sheriff's department. Let me just tell y'all that it came back that it was not carbon dioxide.
oh yeah, I think I've seen that. It
It
wasn't.
wasn't. Oh,
Yeah.
snap.
Alternative suspicions were raised once investigators found prescription pills near Akawa's body. The sheriff's spokesman said that foul play was not suspected and that the cause of death has not been determined. So, gurus, do you think that the death of Gene Hackman and his wife was murder?
No,
I
I
don't
don't.
think murder.
I
I
wouldn't
think
even
I
know.
honestly think it was maybe he passed, and maybe she just offed herself. Maybe she was so in love that she just couldn't see herself without him.
But
Because it said like wasn't he like somewhere separate from her and the pills were near her? So if the pills were near her body, then maybe she took a bunch of pills and dropped,
She
and
said,
I think it's gonna be determined he was probably dead before she was.
but being though as the body is mummified, is there no way to determine through autopsy as to how the cause of death happened?
right.
I'm sure there is. Yeah, I'm sure there is. They haven't done that yet. I'm just speculating what
Because
I
no,
think.
definitely, because of
Yeah.
what's being put out there.
Yes.
I wouldn't even. This is a tough one here because they could, like you said, they could have had died of natural cause. It could have been of many things that could have happened, or it just could have been a setup. They were murdered, and then now all of a sudden, bam. Oh, you know what I'm saying? And then they put the pills there to make it seem like this is what really happened when that's not what really happened. You owe some cartels. I don't know. It could be a million
Something.
gazillion things. I don't know.
The
I don't
first, the first thing that came into my mind was that Biggie Smalls line when he said, "Sprinkle
I'm
coke
crying.
on the
yeah.
floor, make you drug related."
Mm.
Yo,
I'm
Mhm.
crying.
I feel like them pills that was around the bodies was done like that on purpose to make it seem like it was a suicide.
But
Right,
it's
could have
hard
been
to,
planted
yeah,
there.
it's hard to
Yeah.
highlight this too because we don't even know the history of this person like that. Like if you, we
And
don't
you said
know.
this happened in Mexico, right?
Yeah,
That's
we
where
don't.
the cartel is at. So
That's what I'm saying, girl. Like
It was in
you
New
know.
Mexico.
Oh, New
New
Mexico.
Mexico.
Oh,
I
it's
don't
in
know
New
the
New
Mexico.
Mexico.
difference between the
Okay.
Oh,
two.
okay. Close enough.
Right, exactly.
Some
I
good
feel
No.
like the
comedians
way
with
all of you feel, I feel a little bit of everything because
Yeah.
just hearing about this, I'm like, okay, this is extreme. Like
Mm-hmm.
something definitely happened here. It seemed like it was placed, something was set
Mm-hmm.
up. Like I feel like it's a little bit of everything y'all said.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing too. We don't know this person. Who is this person really for us to say, okay, they used to be a drug user back then, and you know, all of a sudden now all the pills are just scattered out like that. Like, I don't think drug users be dying like that. Like, who dies like that? I feel like that's just so movie like.
It's
Like, who
very
dies like, you
that's
know
the
what I
first
mean?
thing I thought. I was like, what movie
It's
is this
real
from?
scripted to me. Like it's a movie. It's giving, oh, let's spread it all out everywhere and make it seem like they overdosed. Oh my God, I can't
Yeah.
life and I just spilled the bottle everywhere and
So
you
now
know,
when they do the autopsy, they'll do a
or automatic.
toxicology or something, and they'll determine if
Mm-hmm.
these people were, drug users,
Mm-hmm.
or if they'll be able to determine all of
Let's
that.
see it
So
right.
Because when it came back that it wasn't carbon monoxide, I said, oh man,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
like somebody, look, I ain't trying to point no fingers at, certain people because I know, but it sounds like that's like a family type of offing.
And this is what I'm saying.
Ooh,
What did this man have going on? He
right.
was
What's
a
happening?
millionaire. He was a this, he was a that. What y'all had going on?
hey, you could kill somebody with a pillow, like suffocate them.
Mm-hmm.
You could put a
Mm-hmm.
plastic bag over their head, things like that, where it won't look like trauma to the body,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Well, my first thought was like he died at home, right? And then the wife was so, I don't know, distraught. She was, maybe she mummified him. I don't know. Or they were both mummified. Or
I
wasn't
think
it
they
Yeah,
just
both
him?
I think they were both
both.
mummified.
Okay, so
Yeah.
she died in the room, and he died in the bathroom.
The whole thing is confusing.
Many
Yeah.
things can happen. You can die. She
It's
could, like you said,
very
Marcy, she could have walked in, seen him dead, had a heart attack, died right there next to him. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
right. You
He
But
net
was
the pills,
devastated.
literally.
the pills is there, so it's like,
I thought it was just him that was mummified. So that's why I was like, well, maybe she, I don't know. I don't
Mm,
know.
right.
It's
We're
very
gonna
sad. He
see.
was very old though. So as far as like drug
Yeah.
users, I don't like
That's
he
what I'm
was in
saying.
his 90s.
Like, don't y'all take heart medications? What?
Exactly. You're not doing that.
You don't usually make it to your 90s, you know what I mean? So
Hello.
Then
yeah,
there's
that's
that.
true. Unfortunately.
Just to retrace this, and because I personally feel like this is gonna come back in a tragic way, and I think that
Mm,
it's gonna be
Yeah.
proved that somebody off them, and I believe that it could have been
yeah.
somebody that was close to them.
Yeah.
So you
Mm.
so but if the husband was killed first, right? And the wife, they were killed
Both
at the
of them
same
were
time?
killed days before somebody found them.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, both of
okay.
them.
oh,
Okay,
Okay.
because I'm like,
both
one
of
was
them were
dead.
found it? Okay.
Right.
Mm, mm, mm,
Okay.
mm. May
That
they rest
changed
in peace,
things.
man.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
Yeah.
horrible.
Either way you
Very
We're
slice
gonna
it,
talented
see.
rest
man.
in peace.
Now, let me say
Yeah.
this about Gene Hackman, man. Gene Hackman was one of the greatest supporting actors Hollywood has ever seen. Not only did he just do a lot of material, which is unheard of, but he also played a lot of different roles. And
Mm-hmm.
for whatever reason, Gene Hackman was accepted in every last one of his roles. It wasn't like he was in Superman, he was in Enemy of the State, he was in from ranging from his body of let's talk about the body of work that this man did. This man was a legend, and even though he was never the headlining actor whatever, he did what he did, and he was always important to that set.
Well, thank you for highlighting that because I never
Yeah,
knew, like, I never knew anything about this
I'm
person.
gonna have to go
Knew
look
that
him
he had
up.
accolades,
Oh
right?
man,
They are.
oh man, yo, he was a gem, a
Yeah.
gem.
Yeah. From the back, from the
Yeah, from
feedback,
the
everybody
movies that
loved
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Yeah.
you just stated, yeah. I'm sure he did his thing because those were some dope movies.
This part of the show is called your Q&A with the Lady Guru Show. If you have any questions you would like us to answer, DM the Lady Guru Show Instagram account. We will get you a response. Here it goes. I was in a relationship with my ex for 5 years. We had a great relationship for 4.5 years. We broke up because I found out he had been having sex for 6 months with one of my best friend's friends. I was crushed and embarrassed. He knew my family and I knew his family, and both of us come from large families. I have 3 sisters and 1 brother. He has 4 brothers who are close in age. I felt angry, lost, and very abandoned. Because of that, I started flirting with his youngest brother. One thing led to another, and we had sex. We didn't use any protection, and the sex was horrible. When he finished, it was so fast I didn't think it was possible. But when he finished, I didn't even notice he had finished until he looked at me and said, I slipped. So now I'm pregnant for the first time. If I keep it, both our families and parents will be horrified.
Yeah.
What in the hell should I do?
I slipped.
Telenovela.
You should never slept with him.
Listen,
Telenovela.
2 wrongs don't make a right.
Yo.
Boy. Well, she's learning her actions now, I can say. She's learning from her actions now.
Yeah.
the hard and forever way. The hard and forever way.
I mean, she has some choices to make there, but like,
Sounds like you're gonna go to the doctor.
she has some choices to make, that's for sure. And she can't put that on him, you know.
So you shouldn't have said nothing. You should just went straight to the doctor.
The right question is, how long ago did he slip?
Yeah, right. Like how long have you been doing this? And
How long ago? Because we got to know the time frame as to what you could do from
Yeah,
what you
because you can't after a certain time you can't, go to the doctor.
Either way, you're still learning from your actions.
Yeah.
They always have plan B when somebody slips too.
Like
Costs
what?
a lot of money, but it's worth it.
Oh my gosh. This is just too much.
we're supposed to be giving advice, but like, why
That's
would
the best
these people
advice.
come
We
up
got to
here-
give real advice.
Yeah, I don't, yeah. Just be accountable for your actions.
I don't mind it, but it's like, really, are you listening to us? Like, because we're like kind of dumbfounded. We're dumbfounded by everything right now.
As soon as you said you were the little brother, it was over. Girl, what?
Because it sounds like you should have just left him alone
Exactly.
and move on with your
Yes.
life. But instead, now you got a family member of his and you're a part of the family because you just
All right, so we have a situation where the families are also looked at as a centerpiece of this thing too, because I mean when she comes
they probably lined it.
when he comes back and says, I have an announcement to make. like, first of
crying.
all, he's gonna get his older brother mad, and he's gonna get the parents mad.
Honestly, the older brother probably doesn't even care if he was cheating on her with the friend's friend.
He's gonna be mad. His ego will be mad. He don't actually care.
Yeah, he'll be
That's
mad,
it.
but he's like, I ain't got no baby on the way.
Yeah.
So
Right. It's just gonna be an ego thing because he was doing what he was doing for 6 months. That's half a year of trollery. Like he didn't care.
They should have a reality show, it sounds like.
This is definitely giving. This is giving BT plus.
nah, they probably no, it probably would. They're gonna have some fighting in there, girl. So they're gonna have some fisticuffs. Okay.
This is just too much.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, this is about to blow all the way up. And you know what? I think that I don't think you want our advice. I think you just needed to get this out because this
Yeah.
is a lot.
That's what it
Because
sounds like. It sounds
you
like
know
you
what to
already.
do. You know what to do. This was a way to get it out without
Yeah.
personal judgment because we don't know each other.
Right.
But
Yeah,
because
I
this,
just
He could
feel like
probably play it
listen,
off too, since they're brothers. I mean, they probably look alike.
Oh, the
woo,
grimy.
the plot
it's supposed to be
thickens.
the voice of reasoning here.
But she can't play it off now because you never
You
Mm-mm.
know.
got you gotta level our our effery.
But wait a minute, didn't it say that? Didn't it say somewhere that it was a year later or something like that? Or no?
No, he's been cheating for 6 months.
Right. He was cheating for
The
six
thing,
months with the sister's friend.
Oh yeah.
He was
Okay.
cheating for 6 months with the
the
sister's
thing I'm not
friend.
I'm
really
about to
feeling is
say.
like right away she's like, I was immediately hurt, so I did
Yeah, that's
this,
what I said. No thought
but
process. None.
like, yeah, it's like,
I just want to tell the ladies, like, if a man hurts you or whatever, and you don't move on. I just don't think that us as women, we should be going out there and a man cheat on us, and we going out there and disrespecting ourselves, and then blaming, and then placing blame.
All right, gurus. It's been a couple of shows we've been off, but while we were off, I don't know if anybody caught the Super Bowl and the Super Bowl halftime show with Kendrick Lamar. Um, how did y'all feel about that performance?
They not
loved
like
it.
us. They not like us.
Hello.
They not like us.
Listen,
What?
he
What?
said you
What?
can't
What?
fake
I loved
influence.
every bit of it.
Okay. He
Loved
literally
it.
said
I
it
had
and
to
he meant
watch
it.
it. I had to watch it several times to really get all the references, but I knew there was
Agreed.
gonna be references in there.
Mm-hmm.
So I was looking hard. Right, and I'm not gonna lie, I went out for ladies brunch that day and I totally missed the whole Super Bowl because by the time I got home I was drunk and passed out. So I missed the whole Super Bowl. But after that, I watched it like as soon as I woke up, just the performance, and I was like, okay. So I was watching it diligently and try to catch all the references. I didn't at first, but then I watched a lot of, analysts of it,
Yeah,
and I
that's
was
what I
like,
was
that
gonna
was
say. All the
Mm-hmm.
bloggers and stuff like that were
Yeah,
reporting on it. That gave me a bigger,
yeah,
outlook on it. Like, oh wow, I didn't even look
I
at it like
agree.
that. Like, oh,
Same.
yeah. I
mm-hmm,
mean,
Same.
I
It
knew
made you
that there was
appreciate
gonna
it.
be, but
yeah,
I,
way more.
yeah,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Ty. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Made me appreciate it. Cause like I'm not a Kendrick like I
Right,
listen to his stuff, but I'm not like
right.
I don't know everything. I know more of
Yeah,
his older
me either.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
so
like
I
his
didn't
music
get.
though.
I
Mm-hmm.
like his music. I
Yeah,
know he's lyrical. I know
yeah,
everything he says. He's
yeah.
making reference to something
Mm-hmm.
always. So
Mm-hmm.
I know. So hearing what everybody had to say and just seeing how he done took the entire world by
Listen,
storm.
Mm-hmm.
Every culture done made their own version of that
listen.
performance. Okay, he said
Everyone.
it. You can't fake
You even got
influence.
them doing weddings now, coming in like that.
Listen,
Okay.
one time to get married.
I saw
One
that. I saw
time.
that today. Yeah,
Yeah. Wedding entrances with that. I said, okay, now.
It was a hit
I was
record.
there.
It
It
was a
was.
hit
Yeah,
record.
no.
It was. It really
It,
was. That was a
yeah.
classic comeback.
Listen,
Okay.
yeah.
Classic
Sorry,
comeback.
Drake.
Okay.
Sorry,
Right.
Drake.
Yeah, but I mean, the fact that he took that time to not only dunk on Drake, but also throw in all the historical references to get people
That's
to
Hmm.
think,
that. Yeah.
It's
and
genius.
even with the
Genius.
yes, even with the Samuel L. Jackson coming out as Uncle Sam and all the
Yeah,
imagery that he brought into it. Like after watching all the analysts break it down, I
exactly.
loved it more. I loved it
Yep.
initially, but I loved it more
Yeah.
after that because I knew there was going to be a lot of that, but I just knew I wasn't going to be able to catch it all.
That's me. Yep.
Lighting all that
Like you
stuff.
just watching it. So it's like, oh, it's a good performance. But then when
Right.
you
Just
really have them going into it saying, this is what, this is what, this is why. And just
Right,
like when he did it with
exactly.
right.
SZA, and it was like, yeah, that's how America likes it. We like it when you do, you do what we like
Hmm.
as far as him
The
collaborating
shucking and
with the
diving.
singer.
Yeah.
Right.
Hmm.
Versus
Exactly.
him
Yeah.
being himself. They don't like that.
Yeah. And the
No, it
fact
was
that he
genius.
teased it throughout his show, he
Oh my
teased
gosh.
it. Like
I
everybody
loved
wanted
it.
him to sing that.
Yep.
And so like the bits and pieces, he's like, is he really
Right.
gonna do it?
Right.
And it's like,
Right. I love that. I'm like,
that's
yeah,
it.
You know, I was like,
he
is it
really
And then when
thought that
he
out.
did it, yeah. And then once he did, everybody was screaming,
Yep.
so yeah, it was I think that was one of the best. And honestly, a friend of mine, he had posted like, oh, that was the worst Super Bowl performance, it sucked. And I
Yeah,
kind
like
of knew
what?
he would, because he's one of those guys, right? So I knew he was gonna say that, so I didn't say anything. I just put like laughing faces, right?
Uh-huh.
So then, of course, I knew he was going to say something. So he was like, you liked it? And I'm like, yeah, I liked it. And I was like, but I also got a lot of the references. And I know not everybody's going to like it, but it ain't for everybody.
It's
So
really not, because
he was
they
like,
not
well,
like
the
us.
Super Bowl's supposed to
Okay.
be for everybody.
Hello.
But it's
Really
not
not.
supposed to be for everybody. Hey, years and years and years and years of Super Bowls have been all white performers, all white, or and so now they like have more of they have a black artist coming out there. Obviously, like these people think like, oh, the Super Bowl is supposed to bring like everybody together. Like Beyonce even went the political route when she performed. They like this is a very limited opportunity for people to have a stage like that to
Yeah.
reach to many people. And if he didn't do that, then I think I would have been disappointed. So I'm
Right,
glad he
like,
did what he
hey,
did.
me too.
And he didn't get a dime for it, and he didn't want money for it. So it's
Nope.
like,
Listen, he don't need a dime. He got all
Yep.
the palm colored folks out there buying bell bottom jeans, okay?
Not the
Isabel
palm
Marant.
color
hey,
folks. I'm
Listen,
crying.
right?
y'all better stop
I mean,
playing.
I
He's
got a
setting
couple of
trends
them
out
too.
here. Right.
Now, I love flare jeans. So I was like, I don't even need to go buy nothing. I got a
Listen,
bunch of them. I
Yeah,
love them.
yeah,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
great.
I mean, as far as
Wow.
to me, as far as like the whole historic outlook, there's not that many artists that just give you a background to something. And even matter of fact, I don't think there was any except maybe going back to Public Enemy and that, but otherwise I really didn't see Super Bowls that really spoke on the historic uh aspect of the country and the world and all of that different stuff. But I will say though that when I first saw it, I wasn't overwhelmed. For me, I mean, I appreciate. Don't get it wrong. I appreciate the how he was talking and things, but it wasn't nothing that really overwhelmed me and had me saying, "Yo, did you see such as?" It didn't. It didn't have me get on the phone and be like, "Yo, I know you didn't miss the Kendrick Lamar joint." It wasn't nothing that had me saying that, yo, or calling people or talking about a specific moment. Or well, he had moments, but like I think sometime in Super Bowl halftime performances there are multiple moments where artists catch they strike a chord, and if it wasn't for the people, if it wasn't for the people that actually explained the performance,
Right.
I don't think the performance would have had the impact that it had.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
I
that was
agree.
the point. Because same here, like, I was watching it, was like, okay. But I was also
Right.
like, well, I was also like, well, he's not that kind of artist. So you gotta, this is for, I felt like it was for his people. But in reality,
Right.
it was for those, it was really you get it or you don't, pretty
Mhm.
much. It really, that's really what it was all about. So now that we know everything, we have no choice but to appreciate it. We got to.
I
I
think
would.
I think a lot of people. Oh, sorry.
No.
I think a lot of
Go
people
ahead.
were oh, I think a lot of people were underwhelmed because a lot of the songs that he chose were not very
Yes.
popular songs.
Yes,
Not songs
yeah.
that a
And I
lot of
was
people.
like,
They
Because
did say that.
he got
They
yeah.
did.
Right, he got songs after songs after songs, and so a lot of people were like, I didn't even know half those songs. But the thing was, like, how everything, how like the analyst put it, how everything tied in,
Yep.
and how he brought it all together at the end. Like, you're right. Like, you would need somebody, and I knew before I saw it that I was going to need somebody to analyze it for me because, like, naturally, I'm not so educated in the Black experience, right? So I can't sit here and say I knew exactly what he was talking about with that. But at least I knew it was coming. I knew I wanted to know what it was about, and I knew I was looking for that. And so like that's what I mean by what I said. Like, it wasn't for everybody. Not everybody cares to see this. Not everybody wants to know that, like, that's really what America was and what, what's we're slowly going back to, so
Kendrick
like
is
I
an
said, it
independent
wasn't for
artist,
everybody.
right?
Huh?
Kendrick is an independent artist, right?
Yes, he was an independent
I think he
artist.
signed to a major though. I think he signed to a major.
Wasn't he on the same label that Drake was on or something? Like, or aren't they on the same label or something?
I'm not sure, but he and Drake are signed, I believe, to major labels, and I think
Yeah, but I think they started off independent.
I'm like, he did this, with the labels. No, you can't do this. You can't do that. It's not going to look good for your image.
Right.
But when you're an independent artist, who wants to tell me what?
Exactly.
Right.
It's my money. It's my production. It's me.
Yeah, but they even the label with Drake trying to sue and drag them into it, even the label is like why would I like have an issue with this when that both sides is making us money? Like it's it's like a moot point, really. Like, you know what I mean? So if all of this like negativity between each other is making more record sales and more streams and all of this other stuff, then record company is definitely gonna be on board because money talks, BS football.
Right.
How did you guys feel about the Super Bowl is going and everything is dope, you know what I'm saying? The whole design though I think was dope. The like how almost like a
dancing, everything.
All of a sudden
it was like
we're watching this thing, and all of a sudden we see Serena Williams.
That was a great moment. That was a great moment for so many reasons. Like, that was a great moment because she was wasn't she what's the word I'm looking for? Fined like at one of the tennis matches because she twerked or something after a win.
Oh,
or
really?
She did something.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, so that was why he wanted to give her the opportunity to celebrate how she wanted to celebrate on this.
Exactly.
So it was that. I'm sure there was also the imagery with didn't she used to date Drake at one time too?
She was dancing to that song.
It was all of that. It was all of that.
So it was. I mean, I thought it was a great moment because she was able to just, you know what I'm saying, be like, F you without saying F you. You know what I mean? Because that's
she was proud. She was proud to do it. So
absolutely. And let me just be devil's advocate for a moment.
Although you love
I don't know if you guys know, Stephen A. Smith is an analyst for ESPN. And he blasted Serena Williams, saying that why is she out there worried about her ex-boyfriend?
Oh, please. Wasn't even like that. It's not about that. Listen, let the artists do their art. Let the artists do their art. Like he said, those who get it.
First of all, Serena's not poor. Her man's not poor. You know what I mean? Why is she worried about some drink? like who's thinking about him? And Stephen A. Smith has not had a good take, and I can't say 10 years now. So I'm a Knicks fan, so don't get me started on Stephen A. because Stephen A. is the flip-floppiest Knicks fan I ever seen in my whole life. So don't get me started. I hate that man. But at the end of the day, it's like, who cares what he says? He just says stuff to be relevant so that somebody could say Stephen A. said.
Exactly, literally, because be quiet. That's what you got from the whole thing. You sat there and watched it, and that's what you had to say. Stop it. Quiet. Next. We don't care.
Well, she definitely danced and I thought she looked
Yeah.
good too up
She
there.
looked amazing.
She
She looked
did.
amazing.
Her makeup looked on point, guys,
That's what I was
right? Her
about to
makeup
say too. You took the words out my mouth. Makeup was on point this time. She said not
She had a
like
better
that.
artist with her this time. The lighting was just right.
It was
See,
perfect. She looked great.
She didn't look like she was bleaching her skin. She looked fine.
No, she looked great. She
Exactly.
looked great.
No, I think it was the makeup. Whatever that was happening
It
before
was, because
was a
that'll do
contraption.
it.
She got it together now.
Yeah.
Amen.
You can look sick from the wrong complexion of makeup. Like,
Yes,
it
you
was the
can. You
makeup.
look
Yeah.
crazy. They call it
Yeah.
manic makeup.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Another quick thing topic, Guru. Have you ever dated or went on to have a relationship with someone you were not attracted to physically?
No. I can't do that. I don't like wasting people's time. I don't. You're gonna
No,
waste
I don't talk
time.
that.
Because now I'm gonna make you buy me stuff, and I know that I don't. You know I don't like you, so you don't want to leave me alone. Now buy me stuff.
Now, is it all
crying.
right? Let me ask another question. Is it possible to fall in love with one's personality?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
It's definitely
Absolutely.
possible.
Yeah.
But
I
not
mean, I've
like,
been with someone and I'm not into that as much. Like, I wasn't into him. Like, I mean, I was young anyway, but I wasn't into him like that. After a while, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
mm-mm,
Well, on my
not
on my
working.
single journey, I had gone out with a guy who I was not is not my general, attractive. I wasn't generally attracted to him because he was a really, really nice guy. And he was over complimented and so sweet and just different in the way that he approached me. So I was like, sure, I'll go out with him. Went through the whole day, everything was cool, had a good time. I even said to myself, I'd go out with him again. Even though I still wasn't all of a sudden attracted to him, I thought he was a cool guy. So I was like, okay, we had a good time. I'll go out with him again. On the ride home, he tells me how he's still married and lives with his wife and
No.
that they are getting separated. And I
Oh,
was
what?
like, wait a minute, what?
Why would he ever
And
waste
so
your
like
time?
that's the point. Like that's
You
it's
see?
like look, I'm now of the belief that like attraction is paramount. And I think that like when people like dilute themselves into be like, well, it's not about whether you like or that's BS. Like, of course, you should date somebody you're attracted to, but not everybody you're attracted to is going to be like nice guy or whatever. And sometimes the ones you're not attracted to are really not nice guys. Cause like I said to him, like, you guys, you didn't even give me the opportunity to make a decision. Like you just made me that girl. Like I'm the girl who's out with
Yeah.
somebody's husband right now. You know what I mean? Like that's
The
crazy
nerve.
to me.
The absolute
Right.
nerve.
But so it's like if you're gonna get it one way or the other, just whatever. Stick with the ones you're attracted to and then try to
Yeah.
figure
They
it
want
out
the
or
flesh.
whatever.
They want their thirst for the flesh.
Yes. At the end of the day, it's ghetto out here. Because why is he outside?
ghetto.
Go
I've
fix
been
your
with mine
stuff,
forever.
sir. It's very ghetto.
Stories out here. I'm not. What the hell?
Well, like my mother says, read a book.
You
Yeah,
listen.
there you
Go
go.
sit
Go
down.
read a book.
Okay. Go meditate. Something.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
Something.
got a few books.
I can't.
Mm-mm.
well, is it better to be married older than it is to be married younger?
I don't
You mean,
know.
you mean you getting married young as
Yeah,
opposed to
like,
old,
is
not
it
the other
generally,
person.
do you think, no, for both people, do you think both people, is it better to be married, let's say in your 40s or mid 40s, than it is to be married in your 20s?
No, because they still play games out here. I heard.
Dumb is
I heard
dumb.
a 70-year-old still playing games out here. I said,
I was
ain't
gonna
no
say, do
way.
you mean getting
Yes,
married
sir.
at that age or still being married at that age? Like, oh, like you guys got married in your 20s, but life is better as a married couple in your 40s?
Yeah,
Or
I think
you mean
getting
getting
married,
married in your 40s?
Oh, just
Huh?
getting married in your 40s,
I
not
think I
not
think it would
putting
make
into the equation. Go ahead, Amanda.
I
What's
think
that?
it would make sense because when you're 40, you know what more of what you want or what when you're 20, you're young, you're doing things for love, you're doing things for different, like I think maybe when you're
Yeah.
older, you have more of an idea of what you want, what you're going to put up with, what you're not going to put up
Not
with.
the men.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean it's a
literally
different
not.
day because they just as effed up as they
Yeah.
are in their 20s.
That's
Like,
what
you know,
I'm saying.
I'm of a certain age, and they're my dating age, they ain't any better than the young ones. So
Yeah.
that- if
So
they
it's all about the person.
my
It's all about the person
Literally.
yeah.
and their mindset. If you're not grown up, the marriage ain't gonna change nothing. Yeah, we could get
Yep.
married tomorrow and we not happy.
Yeah.
That's not gonna change
Mm-hmm.
anything. You have to
Mhm.
know who you marrying. You have to see their flaws and all first. See them get
Mm-hmm.
angry. Watch how they handle conflict. All of that stuff.
Mhm.
You got to see all of that and know that you can be a
Mm-hmm.
part of that. And then when you're there trying to console them, they not get off of me. Don't touch
Yeah.
me. All of that.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, you don't want to be with somebody like that.
Mhm.
Or that
Exactly.
hug only lasts for 5
Yeah, you
seconds.
feel what I'm saying? Ah, you good now. I'm a man. Like, all
Exactly.
right, I'm just trying to
Please.
be there for
Like,
you.
right.
Mhm.
Sir. Like,
Yeah,
okay.
but once again, like I said, marriage don't change nothing. You just got to
Nope.
know that that person is willing to ride for you, and you willing to ride for them till the wheels fall off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Debbie, you want to go to LGS News?
All right, everybody. In case you were busy or you just don't know what the hell is going on, this is the Lady Guru Show news for you. U.S. man kills his brother, eats his eye, sets the cat on fire
Hold up.
before calling the cops on his own self.
Please. You see?
Oh my
Ghetto. It's
Lord.
ghetto out here.
Let's go.
What
That is
what
kind
is
of
that?
ghetto.
It's very ghetto. What is this?
That's
I
ghetto.
can't even
That is
finish.
ghetto time. That's
I can't-
ghetto.
The ridiculousness. A
Yes.
31-year-old man has been charged with murder of his brother in their luxury Princeton apartment. Matthew Hurtgen, a former college soccer player, allegedly beat and slashed 26-year-old Joseph Hurtgen, ripped out his eyeball and ate it, police sources said. He also reportedly set the family's pet cat on fire. The shocking crime unfolded late Saturday night at the Michelle Muse apartment complex. Officers discovered Joseph Hurtgen's mutilated body and a bloody knife, fork, and a plate, leading authorities to believe that the suspect had consumed part of his brother's remains.
Oh my
They
God.
found the charred remains of the cat. Authorities arrested him at the scene. They believed he used both a blade and a golf club to kill his brother. The Hurtgen family, well regarded in their community, originally lived in a $1.1 million Jersey Shore home before moving to Princeton. Their father, David Hurtgen Sr., a high-ranking executive at WeLine Networks, a tech firm with annual revenues between $25 million and $100 million.
Man, please, man.
Is that what that money drove you to do? Is that so? Okay.
That's why they say money don't change nothing.
Nothing.
In the world, and you're a psycho.
It just makes you say, oh, what other dumb thing can I do? Like,
But the man ate
You
the
ate
man.
the eye. How that taste? What's the consistency of that?
Yo.
I'm trying to understand.
And
That
you
sounds
burn
like
No,
either
like,
a bad
yes.
LSD trip or a mental
Yeah,
health breakdown.
Like,
One or the other.
It has
what
to
is
be
happening?
LSD.
Like,
It has to. You
you know
ate
what?
an eyeball.
Why? Like, we
Like-
spoke about so many Netflix shows tonight. Like, I'm just not understanding.
Yo.
Like, what is going on?
I'm still trying to wrap my mind about how you took the eyeball. That means the string was still hanging. Did you sew it?
Oh man.
Oh, that's me. You didn't
How is
need
this our
the
life?
same visual you had, Debbie. You
Why?
did not need that.
I'm sorry. I'm really trying to understand. Then you burnt the cat. Poor cat was probably
Why?
The cat
away.
did
And you-
nothing.
All this
Exactly.
brutality for the
How do you
animals.
catch a
Like, what
cat?
is the problem these days? Why are people so willing to kill their animals?
Exactly.
Yeah, what the
Crazy.
cat be doing to people?
I can't.
What's going
Poor
on?
helpless animals
Well,
Please.
on ASPCA.
in other news, prayers up. Angie Stone, my girl, has reportedly
Oh,
passed away.
Devastating.
Her daughter makes a heartbreaking post confirming the news. She wrote, quote, "My mommy is gone," end quote.
Aw.
Stone died in a car crash in Montgomery, Alabama, early Saturday morning. A rep from the singer confirmed it to Variety that she was coming from a show with her band members and background singers with her Sprinter turned over. Stone was the only person who died in the accident.
Wow.
Come on.
That is ridiculous, man. Ridiculous.
Yo, she was working, man. Like she trying, you know.
Listen,
Mm-hmm.
I saw a clip where somebody had posted a clip of her talking about how she was broke because she wasn't getting any of the royalties from her songs
Yep.
and all that stuff. And that's all I saw today. I didn't even get this far
Really?
in this show
And then
to
you know,
see
of
that
course,
part. I
you
didn't even know until this moment that she died.
yeah, you know, you got people
oh
talking and saying that
wow.
what a coinky dink that all of a sudden she's saying that she's not getting paid and she got to keep working until she's 63 and now she's dead.
Wow. I didn't know that part.
Yeah, she's
Crazy.
63. She had to be working until she was 63 years old
Yeah,
because
that's
they not paying her.
that up.
And mind you, she's the one who sang Girlfriends, the song for Girlfriends. She's the one that sang that.
She's,
But
oh,
people
so
didn't
she's
even know that.
saying she never got. Yeah, I didn't know
She
that. So
don't
she's
get
saying she didn't get.
nothing, no residuals from Girlfriends, none of that. None
Why
of
did
that.
I think she was
Wow.
D'Angelo's baby mother?
She is. That is.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, his first kid, I think. They have a daughter. I
Yeah.
think probably
Yeah.
the daughter who
She was
probably
30.
called.
She was 30. He was 19. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Man,
wow.
rest in
That's
peace, man. I love me
crazy.
some Angie Stone. I'll
For
always listen to her
real.
music.
You know,
Oh,
one of the things that a lot of people got to take into consideration is the traveling.
yeah.
That's why, like, when you travel and you go on state to state and you got to really, really pray for traveling mercies and stuff like that, that
Yeah.
you get there in one piece and everybody
Yeah.
gets there in one piece.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my
Yep.
gosh, that's
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
horrible.
Well, in
That's
other
very
news,
sad.
yeah. In other news, Black China's mom, Tokyo Tony, says she was attacked by twin Hector, not her daughter. Wait, what? Took to social media to admit that she was the one who beat up China's ex-boyfriend, twin Hector, and not her daughter. On Friday, news surfaced that Hector had accused Black of abusing him in a new lawsuit. In Hector's lawsuit, he alleged that China attacked him while he was asleep in their bed, causing injuries to his face and left eye, that this wasn't a singular occurrence. Hector claimed that she attacked him often throughout their 3-year relationship, including attempting to strangle him, using household items as weapons against him. Hector alleged that China was repeatedly abusive towards him and even cited testimonies from the ex-boyfriend Rob Kardashian, who claimed that she has been propensity for both verbal abuse and physical violence towards her domestic partners after drinking. Hector is suing China for $10 million in damages. Hold up, I can't end this yet. Hold up, I can't say it.
Now, do y'all think that she's trying to cover for Black China, or do you think that Tokyo Tony actually beat the man while he was asleep?
Can we rewind? Because I'm watching Love and Hip Hop. Didn't he just propose to her? What is going on?
What? Hold up. What?
I'm confused.
That's
Wait,
why I'm touching my pearls
Wait a
over
minute.
here. Like, what is
the
going on?
man who's
Hold
suing
on.
Black China proposed to Black China?
This is saying this is her ex-boyfriend, twin Hector. Okay, so I guess it's not the
Oh,
new.
that's not the
with that.
one.
Okay,
Okay, because
yeah.
that's what I was.
I'm
thinking.
sorry.
I was
Let me
like,
take
Okay.
that back.
okay.
Let me take that back. But either way, what the hell? I know that she was doing crazy stuff with Rob because I was watching that show too. She
Yeah.
get angry and she started to fist the cuffing. But
Mhm.
I, I, she's saved now. Don't do that stuff.
Exactly.
She just
Okay.
posted her sobriety 900-day sobriety.
Yes, I saw
today.
that
I'm
post too.
rooting for
Wow.
her. I really am. A lot of people, you see Alexis Sky say, I was only praying to God and thanking God, and I want to change my life for God for a man.
That's what she said.
That's exactly what she said. Y'all don't
So
remember
I
when
was
he
like,
came up here
girl,
talking about something? I'm gonna start dressing moderate and I'm gonna start, doing Bible journals and stuff like that. Like how you girl, she had a whole kit and
for a
caboodle out here
man.
selling. Mind you, it's an
Oh, girl. Okay. All right. Okay.
anyways, Black China, you
Yeah.
keep on doing your sobriety thing, girl. We ain't knocking nobody because guess what? You could fall off the wagon. It
Yep.
could
It
happen. I ain't
happened.
gonna knock Alexis Sky now because that's my cancer sister. But girl,
She's
girl,
yeah, that I
But
don't
let
know
me
about
say
that.
this: this whole thing about beat now, that ain't the first time that I've
that's
heard
what I'm saying
this
now.
whole thing about beating up,
We already know
particularly men
Tokyo.
in their
Don't play.
sleep.
We don't know.
What's
We don't know.
going on?
Oh my God. Mm,
Right.
How are you gonna beat anybody in their sleep?
mm. Can you imagine you nice in your third dream?
Exactly.
You jumping over the 80th cloud, and here comes a punch to your forehead. What in the world?
Listen, that is abuse. So what is this?
I
That's
would have woke up
crazy.
to start stabbing people. Because what?
Yeah, because what else do you do?
By the time you wake up, you hurt. You
That's what
Right.
can't even. You
You
might
wake
not
up
even
and
be.
die.
like.
Exactly. Like what? This is
Ain't no
insane. I don't know what to make of it. It's
Mm-mm.
insane.
Well, that was the case. You were busy, or you just don't know what the hell is going on. Lady Guru Show news for you. Stay tuned, guys.
All right, everybody, it's been a good show. For everybody out there, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. I want to give a shout to Starlight the comedian for being here. And everybody, this is the Lady Guru Show. And we are out of here.
Where my girls at?
All right, everybody.
I got